Hey guys, Robert here. Second patch notes, 3.11, so not obviously in order. This patch, these champions will be receiving changes. Draven, Fiora, Galio, Mord, Sinch, Thresh, Udyr, and Zac, and then some items and stuff. The changes for Draven. Draven's passive will now consume all stacks on kill to grant bonus gold, although gold granted per stack has been reduced by 1. Additionally, Draven's passive will now grant at least 50 bonus gold per kill. So I consider this definitely an improvement to it. Absolutely. So basically, you can have 0 stacks for your thing and get a pentakill, and you'll still get 250 gold. Context. So Fiora's Blade Waltz has been hindered by reliability issues for a while now, so we're making some quality of life changes to ensure that her ultimate suitably satisfies. Okay, so Blade Waltz will now choose untargetable and invisible targets if necessary to continue Blade Waltz. If Fiora needs to jump such a target to continue Blade Waltz, she will do so, though the ability will not deal damage to untargetable invisible units. If the target is revealed when Fiora jumps on them, she'll deal damage as normal. That's pretty cool. They're reducing, and then for Galio, they're reducing Idol of Duran's cooldown at all ranks, fixing the mana cost to a flat number, lower overall at all ranks, which is really good. So basically, it's a buff, making it less mana and lower cooldown, so that's good. Mordekaiser's Iron Man just has a visual buff now, visual fix now. Flame dealt more damage than the tooltip value indicates. That's okay. So that was a bug fix. Thresh, if the target cleanses the initial spell or blocks the spell with the spell shield, the chain will now shatter, preventing Thresh from casting Death Leap. I didn't know it was called Death Leap. Okay, so that got fixed. Phoenix Dance buff now displays a timer for Udyr's next Phoenix Breath attack. That's good. That actually seems like it'd be really useful. Zax's chunks, so basically I think they make it bigger for enemies and harder for him to pick up. Adjusted passive chunks drop more within 1,000 units of chunk in accessible zone, leaving in between his opponent. That's cool. So it'll be like right halfway between them. Elastic Slick Shot, landing point visual effects but not appearing for enemies. Okay. Ginzu's Rage Blade fixed a bug where the visual effects included the generic increased movement speed visual. Okay. They're changing the Sanguine Blade. They're changing the thing. So similar to the removal of Needlessly Large Rod, we're changing the recipe of Sanguine Blade to alleviate frustrations that come for saving the BF Sword. So pickaxe, BF Sword plus 500. Okay, that's fine. Nidalee Bushwhack traps grant too much vision, zone control, and wordless maps, lower the trap duration. Okay, so yeah, they just made it last less time. Like Nidalee, Teemo's Nauseous Trap granted too much. What? They had already freaking nerfed it already. Caston is a much better place after his initial change, but he's still a little strong. This change to his silence duration. Okay, Null Sphere's silence reduced. Okay, that's not that big of a change. Kha'Zix's isolation mechanic is too accessible in Dominion. With these changes, we'll have plenty of killing power, but his enemies will have a chance to react and deal some damage. Taster Fear isolation damage reduced by 10%, and in large claws, additional missing health is reduced to 6. So it's not too bad, but it should be very useful. So wild growth's cooldowns increased. That's good. Wukong is getting a lot of free tank stats with a lot of deal damage without being too squishy. They increased the cooldown on Cyclone, and they made Stone Skin shittier. Solo Lean Yorick has some strong opponents, but if you don't specifically counter him, you take. So Omen of Famine, cast range lowered, and cooldown made static. That's okay. That's not horrible. That's pretty bad right there. That's bad, but that isn't that big of a deal. No way. Accidentally bought a BF Sword on Swain. We've added an undo button to the item shop, giving Runeterra's most misclickiest of players a chance to undo the recent purchases. Purchases can't be reversed if those items have had an irreversible impact on the game, dealing damage, mitigating damage, healing, and providing a bonus that's already used by a teammate. Players can now undo recent transactions while in the game item shop. That's really awesome. That's awesome too. Mousing over champion's passive icon will now show a range indicator if the passive is a range of influence. So Raka's Consecration. That's useful. Spectator mode. We've developed a new Teamfight UI for Spectator mode that minimizes and concentrates the UI so that it's easier to focus on the action during team fights. With this change, we've optimized the display of battle information in team fights, including who's involved in the fight, who's winning, and how many people have died on either team. While spectating, press A to toggle the team fight UI. Minimalist UI mode that focuses on presenting information relevant to on-screen conflicts. Team health bars communicate the momentum of the fights and the impact of AoE damage. Crowd control indicators visualize the crowd control abilities. Pentakill counter tracks progress double, triple. So basically it'll pop up now if you're on spectator mode. Automatic Baron and during the time Barons or timers. Timers will now display in the upper left corner of spectator mode with a countdown showing Dragon and Baron spawn times. I always like that in LCS. Loading screen border rewards. Your loading screen borders will now show a border from your highest rank achieved in the previous season, any tier. Sweet! Wait. Loading screen borders will now show a border from your highest rank. Is that now? Sweet, that's awesome. Okay, that looks basically good. So yeah. Looks like some of the people like the undo button. Okay, that's all, guys. Thanks for watching. Comment what you think the best or worst patch is. Best or worst changes this patch. Let me know. See you guys next time.